Good morning, students. Standard 8, Subject Social Science, Civics, Unit 4, Human Rights and United Nations Organization, UNO. Human Rights and UNO. Learning objectives. To understand what human rights are. To understand the relationship between rights and responsibilities. To know the importance of human rights. To understand that human rights belong to everybody. Appreciate the meaning and significance of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. Let us see the introduction. Everybody is born equal. Each individual in the world has the right to lead a dignified life of her or his own choice. Human rights are related to individuals and society. Human rights denotes all those rights that are inherent and ensure that we live as free people and exercise our choices. The state's role is to ensure that people have equal rights. What are human rights? So, human rights are rights inherent to all human rights, that is, human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, and religion. Human rights include freedom from slavery and torture. So, freedom of opinion and expression and fair trial, the right to life, work, and education. The right to life, work, and education. These are the rights which is called as the human rights. Where do human rights come from? Actually, human rights, human rights are a set of basic rights and freedoms has deep roots in European and American countries. It is a written precursors of human rights documents. The Magna Carta of 1215 in England gave people new rights and made the king subject to the law. So, king only subject to the law of that Magna Carta of 1215, which was the rights was enacted in England. Then Petition of Right 1628. This also in England only set out the rights of the people. So the Petition of Right, it was set out the rights of the people. Then Habeas Corpus Act of 1679. This is also written precursors of human rights documents in England. An act for the better securing liberty of the subject. That is a human rights for the subject liberty. எல்லாத்துக்கும் சம உரிமை சுதந்திரம் அந்த மாதிரி. Then the English Bill of Rights of 1689, it has set out certain basic civil rights. Then the French Declaration on the Rights of Man and Citizen 1789, after the French Revolution, that is the French Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen 1789, a document of France stating that all citizens are equal under the law. The US Constitution and Bill of Rights 1791, it safeguards the rights of the citizens. Then B, the birth of United Nations. So the idea of human rights emerged stronger after the Second World War. This war led to unimaginable violation of human rights during the times of war. Human lives lost its value and those affected by war had to struggle till the end of their life. So after the World War II. So then atrocities during the Second World War made clear that previous efforts to protect individuals' rights from government violations were inadequate. So the rights of man were prevented or eliminated in several parts of the world due to several factors. So rights, மனித உரிமைகள் எல்லாம் பறிக்கப்பட்டன. எல்லா நாட்டிலையும் மனிதர்களை அவங்க மிருகம் மாதிரி நடத்தினாங்க. மனிதர்களுக்கு நிறைய உரிமையே கொடுக்கல. So it is proved that the government of some countries alone could not protect human rights. This is also for some countries only. They ill-treated the humans. So it is proved that the government of some countries alone could not protect human rights. So people wanted to ensure that never again would anyone be unjustly denied life, freedom, food, shelter and nationality. These are the basic system of our life. So these voices played a critical role in the San Francisco meeting. It is in America, San Francisco, in the meeting which the United Nations Charter was drafted in 1945. At this juncture, an international body, the United Nations Organization, UNO, which was established on 24th October 1945, took up the issue. So human rights is an important theme in all UN policies and programs in the areas of peace and security, development, humanitarian assistance and economic and social affairs. See the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. One of the greatest achievements of United Nations is the creation of human rights law. To advance this goal, the UN established a commission on human rights. The commission, guided by Eleanor Roosevelt, wife of former US President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Forceful leadership captured the world's attention. Finally, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was adopted by the UN General Assembly in 1948. It is a milestone document in the history of human rights. The declaration was proclaimed by the UN General Assembly in Paris, France on 10th December 1948. General Assembly Resolution Act 217A. In remembrance of every year, 10th December is observed as a Human Rights Day. 10th December, it is observed as a Human Rights Day, and its regular observance commenced from 1950. It is also known as Modern International Magna Carta of Human Rights. So this Universal Declaration of Human Rights, it is called as the Modern International Magna Carta of Human Rights. Its principles have been incorporated into the constitutions of most of the, that is more than 185 nations. So UDHR has been translated into more than 500 languages. It is the most translated document in the world. UDHR document. Then the Cyrus cylinder 539 BC. That is a BC, before Common Era. Cyrus the Great, the first king of ancient Persia, freed the slaves and declared that all people had the right to choose their own religion and established racial equality. So these and other decrees were recorded on a baked clay cylinder in the Akkadian language in cuneiform script. Akkadian language, name of the language, it is written in this record. Baked clay cylinder in the cuneiform script. It is translated into all 6 official languages of the United Nations, and its provisions parallel the first 4 articles to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Human rights are based on the values of dignity, the right to life, the right to integrity, the prohibition of enforced labor and slavery and degrading punishment. Right of life, மக்களோட உரிமைகள், வாழ்வதற்குள்ள உரிமைகள், right to integrity, ஒற்றுமைகள், and enforced labor, நம்ம கட்டாயப்படுத்தி நம்மளை வேலை செய்ய சொல்லக்கூடாது, and அடிமைத்தனம், then punishments, degrading punishments, then justice, the right to fair trial. எதுவும் தப்பு யார் செஞ்சுருக்காங்கன்ட்டு தப்பு செஞ்சவங்ககிட்டே நம்ம என்ன கேட்கணும், என்ன அவங்க தப்பு பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும் அவங்க பேசுறதுக்கு, அவங்களோட ஒப்பீனியனை சொல்றதுக்கு. ஸோ ப்ரொபோர்ஷனல் பனிஷ்மெண்ட் டு கிரைம், த ரைட் நாட் டு பி ட்ரையல்டு மோர் தென் ஒன்ஸ் ஃபார் த சேம் கிரைம். And equality before law, no discrimination on race, religion, gender, age, ability or disability, etc. Then basic characteristics of human rights. The inherent, they are not guaranteed by any person or authority. Then fundamental. Fundamental are rights because without them, the life and dignity of man will be meaningless. Without the fundamental rights. Inalienable, they cannot be taken away from the individual. And indivisible, it is they cannot be denied even when other rights have already been enjoyed. Universal, they are universal. Yes, people are universal and they apply irrespective of one's origin or status. They are enforceable without national border. Then interdependent, they are interdependent because the fulfillment of exercise of one human rights cannot be had without the realization of the other. Then Human Rights Day is observed annually on 10th December every year. It is to honor the United Nations General Assembly for declaring the human rights universally. Kinds of human rights. There are 30 articles incorporated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. These rights are broadly classified into 5 primary categories. They are as follows. First, it is A. Civil rights. So, the term civil rights refers to the basic rights afforded by laws of the government to every person. This is a right to be treated as an equal to anyone else. It includes the rights to life, liberty, freedom from slavery and arbitrary arrest. That without the reason, people does not to be arrested. And B. Political rights. Political rights are exercised in the formation and administration of a government. The civil and political rights are directly related to modern democracy. They protect the individual from the misuse of political power and recognize every individual's right to participate in their country's political process. So, they should not misuse, every individual should not misuse the political power. They are recognized, each and every individual rights to participate in the country's political process. It includes the freedom of expression. அவங்க என்ன சொல்ல நினைக்கிறாங்களோ அதை சொல்லலாம். They can express with that. And peaceful assembly. And the right to take part in the government of one's country. So the right to vote, the freedom of speech and obtain information. These all comes under the political rights. Then C. Social rights. It is necessary for an individual to fully participate in the society. Social rights are those rights necessary for an adequate standard of living, including the right to education, healthcare, food, clothing, shelter and social security. These comes under the social rights. Then economic rights. The right to participate in an economy that benefits all and to desirable work. What work they wanted to do, they have to do the work and they have the right to participate. Then economic rights guarantee every person to have condition under which they are able to meet their needs. So this includes the rights to employment and fair wage, the reasonable limitation of working hours, shelter, education, and adequate standard of living, and the right to property. These are economic rights. Then E. Cultural rights. So the right to freedom of religion and to speak the language and to practice the cultural life of the community, the right to share in scientific advancement, and right to the protection of the moral and material interests comes under the cultural rights. Let us see the difference between human rights and civil rights. Human rights, it is a universal rights, human rights. So human rights human rights belong to everyone, everywhere, regardless of nationality, sexuality, gender, race, religion or age. But the civil rights The civil rights are those rights that one enjoys by virtue of citizenship in a particular nation or state. Then the citizen, which area or which state they are belong to, that virtue of citizenship in a particular nation or state, they can enjoy the rights. And human rights are considered universal to all human beings and universal in all countries. This is human rights. And civil rights vary greatly from country to countries or government to government. It is related to the constitution. So as per the country or area, nation, their country, government, how they are implementing their constitution. Through the constitution only they can have their civil rights. And human rights, no nation may rightfully deprive human rights to an individual. But here civil rights, different nations can grant or deny different civil rights and liberties. Then human rights are basic rights inherent with birth. Civil rights are creation of the society.